All right, real quick with the whole respect thing, because I had to address this before. You said that you think men disrespect women more. For you, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
I think it's the other way. I actually think women respect men less than men respect women.
Okay, why?
Well, if you look, let's use like the glowing culture push right now with TikTok, right? Like, there's an influx of girls that like just straight up talk shit about men all day. Like, I hate men is like a whole hashtag. It doesn't get suppressed in the algorithm. Like, shitting on men is completely socially acceptable. But like, if you say anything that's critical of females, it's met with like, oh, you're a misogynist, you're an asshole, blah blah blah, or you get canceled. But I think in general, most women don't respect most men. But I definitely think most men respect most women. I think there's a minority of men that are assholes for sure, that don't respect women, that are jerks or whatever. But these guys tend to actually get rewarded for disrespecting women. Those are the guys that do well, the rappers, the athletes, etc. Like, women actually are attracted to men that are disrespectful to them.
But why do you think they're attracted to that? It's probably because they're used to it, because it's common.
No, it's because women have a carnal need and desire to be with men that are superior to them. And one way to demonstrate superiority over someone is to disrespect them, unfortunately.
I'm not going to argue that.
There's a reason why women are attracted to guys that pull their hair and call them when they have sex. Is because it's a degrading, disrespectful thing to do, and women want to feel like they're with a superior man.
Most.
Don
Yo.
DeMarco.
Who wrote this shit, man? This is fucking hilarious.
Do you have anything to say to that? As far as like men and women respect, or?
Gotcha, bitch. I'm not gonna argue with you. So yeah, you got it.
Strong, independent woman.
And honestly, that's not. I didn't really say that. You kind of made me say that because at first I said it was equal. I said equally. I feel like they both equally. Did I not say that?
Yeah, but we said like if you had to pick one.
Yeah.
And then then that was a pretty, like you said, 80% of men are disrespectful to women. That's not equal at all. That's a staggering majority.
That's the 80-20 rule.
Okay.
I'm just saying what you said back.
I mean, I agree with you, but.
Because I'll argue, I
Not
think
for
it's the other way. I think 80% of women don't respect 80% of men because 80% of men are not attractive to most women. The average guy is 5'8", making 30 to 50K per year. And most women don't respect that. Those guys are invisible. That guy comes up to you in a club or something, you're like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Or, no, thank you.
They've gone around the panel before and asked what percentage of men, like to a panel like this, what percentage of men do you think are at least 6 feet and over and make at least $250,000 a year or
they don't
above?
exist.
And the women will say, oh, it's probably not very many. You know, that's not most guys. Maybe like 25% of guys in the U.S. are like that.
Well, what percentage do you think it is?
Yeah, let's start. What do you
Is
think?
it like 10?
10%?
What about you? 6 foot making, what was the number?
Just say, 6 feet or over, making $250,000 or over.
Okay.
Wait, that's like a lot of money, though.
Yeah,
Okay,
so 10% of men,
10% of men
qualify both of that.
And like any age, too.
Yeah, we go any age.
Sure, let's just say any age.
Like,
so 10%.
I'm going to say less than 10. I'm just saying that. Less than 10.
All right, give
10 or less.
us a number, because.
8%.
All right, what about you?
6.
All right.
Honestly, I think it's more like 30-35%.
Okay.
30-35%. So
Okay.
about roughly a third of men are at least 6 feet and make over $250,000 a year.
I think so, yeah.
All right, what about you?
10.
10%.
Wait. Is that your answer, or are you just agreeing with her?
Actually, I agree.
Have you made one independent thought this entire show?
Huh?
I plead the fifth.
Nope. Okay. What about you?
I know not much, so like 20, 10,
Okay. Which one? 20 or 10?
15.
All right, right in the middle. What
I
about-
was going to go with 15 as well.
All right.
Maybe
what about
less.
I was gonna say 20, but she
Okay.
took my answer.
Gee, this is going to be fun. This is
Go
gonna be
ahead.
fun.
You wanna-
Can I take a guess?
Yeah, no, you go ahead. Yeah. I mean,
less than 1%.
yeah, ladies, a guy
gotta
that
be
meets that
low, then.
requirements
Nobody has
making
both. Not a lot of
$250,000 a year or more, over 6 feet, is literally less than 1%.
And
What
again,
about just the
you gotta
6
hope
foot?
And
that he don't
No,
cheat
but
on your
it
ass.
It just
I
shows
feel
these guys
like-
are literally invisible too. I saw a TikTok one time where it's playing this like somber, serious, sad music, and this girl's like narrating, and she was like a 6.5, and she's saying, "I'm the girl that's good enough for fuck buddy status, and I'm the girl that's good to be called at 3 a.m. But I'm never the girl that gets to meet the family, and I'm never good enough to be the girl that gets the ring." And it's like, yes, because you're a 6.5 getting run through by fucking athletes. If you just lowered your fucking standards a little bit, but she doesn't see the Uber driver. She doesn't see the guy who makes 65 grand a year running a small marketing agency. She doesn't see that. She only see, like, you guys think that like roughly a third to 25%, if we average it out, of guys are 6 feet tall or make $250,000 a year. It's less than 1%.
No, that makes sense.
You know, it's
because
also very,
not
very interesting.
common.
Notice how I don't mean to pick on you, but she thought 30% of guys made that kind of money. And
More than that, 30 to 35. I call it 1/3.
And I'm not saying that to pick on you, but what I've noticed is that like women's like experiences heavily influence their views of the world, which I mean, all humans are biased to that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But keep in mind, she was with an athlete pretty much her entire adult life. At this point, probably now she's at a certain status where only those types of men are even attractive to her. Those are only men that are only in her purview. So in her mind, yeah, all the guys I talk to pretty much are at that level. So like, yeah, 35% of guys easily. But what women don't realize is that that's like a very small minority of men. And that's why, like when you said earlier, I'm the prize, we all laughed at you, because the reality is that a guy that is at the NFL is less than that 1%. So it's like he's really the prize. You don't even come close, no offense. Because there's plenty of girls that look like you on Instagram. There's not plenty of guys that are in the NFL, a wide receiver for a professional football team making millions of dollars a year at all. And I think this is where women kind of have things skewed and don't understand that you guys are not as special as you guys think you are. And the man that you're pursuing is way more special than you are. I mean, you
But I
guys
don't
think,
really think it's that uncommon. I don't mean to cut you off, but athletes
statistically
in
speaking,
general,
it is
You
that
don't think
uncommon.
what's uncommon?
like athletes in general, like how many
You don't think professional
football
athletes
teams
are
are
uncommon?
there? Like how many basketball teams
Oh,
are there? How
love.
many
Oh,
soccer
we're
teams?
even.
Like there's
Okay.
so many athletes.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and if you're
yeah.
already in the scene,
Hold on, hold
like,
on.
like,
Yes,
you're-
there's so many athletes, but you don't understand that they are the cream of the crop, the prime of the
I
prime.
really don't think so. I think most of them are replaceable. And I think what they're doing is a skill that's learned and that can easily be learned by somebody else. They get replaced every
Oh.
year by new draft picks, by
It could
new
be
all
easy.
of that.
I could easily replace Tom Brady. All I have to do is train. Tom Brady is easily
I think
replaceable.
it's
He
a
also
skill.
just has hype,
I think
though.
what
I
he's
just need
doing
to
is a
practice
skill.
harder.
But you're also 24 too, so the older you get, the least likely they'll.
Absolutely,
for
there's
you,
a younger
so-
guy coming right behind you. I
No,
understand
I
that
mean
completely.
you, like
No,
you're
no,
old
you.
and older.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm not
so-
saying like I'm gonna be able to
So like,
whatever use my beauty for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I
you
don't think
won't.
so.
You do realize
don't
that like
think
if
that at
someone makes
all.
it to the NFL or the NBA, like they've beaten out millions upon millions of
I
people for that
understand
position.
that. I
So by
understand
definition,
that
that means they're
percentage is
extremely
very
rare.
small of who actually makes it to
Yeah.
the NFL. I understand that, but I'm saying people do make it. Those people are out there, and there's new people that
And they're not
replace
all
them
lining up for you, though.
every
But they're
year.
rare.
No,
Extremely.
facts.
So what I'm simply saying is that they're more rare than you are.
No, I don't think you're understanding. I think when you were talking about environment, like where I'm getting to is I'm around more of those people than I am a fucking Uber driver.
That's my
or
but that's my
so
point. Is
that's
that
why I
but-
made the
yeah you're around
statistic on what I made
but notice
because-
how you're so grossly incorrect is my point.
we understand.
Like what I'm trying to explain is that women tend to think higher status attractive men are common, and what I'm trying to explain to you is that they're not at all. And that's why your man felt it okay to cheat on you, because
Yeah.
quite frankly, you're replaceable and he's not.
Yeah,
So he was like, okay,
Yeah, oh, fuck it.
But that's
I
not really
bring more-
true.
hold on,
He
hold on,
never
hold on, hold on.
cheated on me when he was in the NFL. He cheated on me when he was in college and high school. He
Even
never
worse.
cheated on me in
okay,
the
but
NFL.
my point, you don't think he was cheating on you when he was in the NFL when he had more status and more money? Come on, man.
no,
Anyway,
absolutely, I do
yeah,
think so.
yeah,
but I
he
don't
definitely
have
did. You
proof.
just didn't catch him. But my point I'm trying to make is, like,
He
yeah,
runs fast, bro.
yeah, like I'm getting bitches in college. Now I'm in the NFL and I'm even more high status. Oh, I'm gonna restrain myself now. No, he's fucked even more girls. But what I'm trying to simply explain is that the reason why your man did what he did is because he knew in the back of his mind, subconsciously, maybe he would admit this or not, I have way more value than this girl. And the reality is, if she leaves me, she's stupid, because I bring the value to the relationship. She's a regular chick, no offense to you, but the reality is beauty is common, hot girls are common, they're all over the place. I mean, we're in South Florida, they're all over. So it's like, how many NFL players are you going to have versus how many hot girls are you going to have? So I get it in your perspective. Oh, I mean, athletes all the time, I see them. There's still a very small minority of the population.
Yeah.
Very small. And then the other thing, too, that women don't understand is that you might meet these guys, you might date these guys. Hell, in your case, you might even fuck one of these NBA players. But are they going to commit to you is the question. Are they going to commit to you, and are they going to commit to you, and are you going to get everything out of them that you want? Are they going to fulfill all your needs, be attractive, and commit to you? I would argue most of the time it's a no.
And other girl's going to accept that he's going to do what he's going to do
Yeah.
at that level of status.
Yeah.
You know who did it very well?
What?
Kobe Bryant's wife.
Yeah, she stuck it out.
She understood
She stuck it out.
the mission.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think women understand that, like, when you get with a guy of that kind of caliber, you have no power anymore. The man has the power. You're not the prize. You're not special. You're not the best. Like, it's, you got to submit, understand that he's the man. He might have other women. If you have a house over your head and he takes care of you, Van Cleef bracelets, etc., I think maybe it's best to stay with him.
You know who did it wrong? Scottie Pippen's.
Oh,
wife.
yeah. Yeah, she fucked up.
Fucked up, bro. Hey.
But, hey, look,
That's what it
I mean, obviously, we're not saying this to, like, bash or anything like that. I'm just saying that, like, I think women don't really understand the concept of how rare an attractive man is.
Well, it just depends, like, where you are, if what you're surrounded by.
It doesn't change.
Even
The
if he's
percentage is still
rare,
small.
It doesn't change the percentage, but like it differs from each person depending on.
We
who you're
said
with.
that.
But even if it's
Yeah.
rare, he still made a
What are you
commitment and
arguing?
he failed to follow through with that commitment. So it's still his fault. No matter how rare he is, if you can find a bunch of pretty girls, like he did make a commitment.
Yeah, the statistics
Yeah,
don't
but
matter.
women
at that
also need
point.
to have common sense and understand that men are going to be men and that you don't have the ability to really dictate anything.
I mean, no one goes into a marriage thinking we're gonna get divorced because he's gonna cheat on me. Like that's hopefully,
Hopefully
not
not.
what
well,
you're
if
thinking.
you're getting
when
with
you
an
marry
athlete, you
someone.
should know that comes with the territory and have a little bit of common sense. But women are think that they're special and they think I'm with an athlete, I'm on his level, he's gonna like, oh yeah, he's gonna be faithful to me. No, dude, like men are only as faithful as their options.
Right, and like even though like most of them will be unfaithful, there must be some that are faithful. You know, there has to be.
Well, let's do the math here. If an athlete is 1% of the 1% of the 1%, what do you think
What
a
percentage?
faithful athlete is gonna be in rarity?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe she thought she was marrying the one guy that really was
He
faithful.
was cheating on her in high school. Come on, man.
Yeah, but like
High
Come on,
school,
man.
college.
Also, 1% is actually like a lot of people because our Earth is
Oh my
extremely
God.
populated.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I am. Do I look okay?
Yeah, we're fucked, bro.
Yeah,
It's our generation coming
it's
up.
bleak. And they
And
wonder
this
why we
is-
have a passport bros movement. And they wonder why we have a passport bros movement. They wonder why I live in Brazil.
I just
live in
like,
Sao Paulo, by the way.
like you guys, ladies, like you just gotta kind of accept the numbers that like the guy, your dream guy is rare, and if you find him, he's probably gonna want other women too because he had to work really hard to get to that position. Like, I mean, you know, for you, right? You kind of said, well, athletes they just gotta have skill and talent. Like, that's easy to say when you're and you don't have to accomplish anything. No offense. Like, y'all live life on easy mode. Men have to
I think
really work.
because I'm